Oran, do you have any more grey hairs after that?
I think they're increasing by the week there. And listen, we knew exactly, and I hate it when people say and they try and soften me and try and soften players with things like, oh, it's only Carrick or teams down around the bottom of the league. It doesn't exist in this league, and the biggest credit I can give Niall is I don't ever remember a time of playing Carrick in the last few seasons at any stage where we haven't had our fill of it from them and we haven't had it really, really tough. And we drilled that into players all week. You know, we weren't, although everybody else is saying, oh, they've played a huge amount of games. Linfield beat them 7, they were beat by Larne, they've been beat by Glentoran, and there's been a few heavy games behind them. For me, I don't know why it is, but Carrick always turn up against us, and we always have to go and earn our corn. And we drilled that in Tuesday night, we drilled it on Thursday night, and thankfully we had that level of focus today because it turned out to be that way. Quite a frustrating fixture, but one in which we've managed to get our 3 points in.
And had to be very patient today, especially in the second half when we probably should have had a penalty.
Yeah, for me it is, and on days like today, particularly when if it's 3-0 and that happens, you're not as concerned. When it's 0-0, you know that's what makes people agitated and becomes frustrating. I'll give Evan credit, and he's come to me, and I hope he'll not mind me saying this. He's come to me after the game saying he's seen footage of it, and he says he thinks it is. He thinks he's got it wrong, and I told him, listen, I respect him for that. He can only call it as he sees it at the time. In live play, he's called it that it wasn't as much as it frustrated us and it hurt us. He's a human being, and he's been totally honest with us. Thankfully for us, it didn't affect us. We kept going and we got our 3 points.
And any goal score is good, but it's nice to see players chip them from all over the park.
It is, and today was one of those days maybe where it didn't look like from open play. It was very cluttered and we couldn't find space, and it didn't look like from open play that we were going to get that opportunity. And you know, we always at our centre halves about scoring goals. Stevie's rose really well for the first one to head it off the bar. And you know, Aaron popped up in the right place to put it in the back of the net, which was super for us.
I mean, I enter a heavy run of fixtures starting with Glenavon on Tuesday night.
Yeah, and again, it's another one of those places where, for me, I couldn't think back and say that you ever get a good, an easy game there. And Glenavon, for me, are in a good place at the minute. They've shown good form of late, and for us, we need to be a lot better than we were today.